are still not showing up.
Yo, this
What's
is
up?
ridiculous.
What's up, Gumbo family? Thank you for coming out, watching us. Amani is having some technical difficulties.
Also, y'all not live on YouTube.
We're not live on YouTube.
No, we are not live on YouTube.
Oh my goodness.
Man,
What is going on? It
one
says
day
you are
without-
live.
Yeah.
I'm on the YouTube channel and there's nothing there. I came here to see if I could see me.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
no, now we're live, but I can't see myself.
Oh man.
I said
WandaVision got us all mixed up.
this is ridiculous. I swear on everything. I'm looking at you right now. Y'all, I don't know. So can y'all see me at the bottom?
Reset
No,
the
it
laptop.
shows up as a white screen at the bottom.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave and then I'm going to see what I could do. And then if I come back and y'all see me at the bottom, bring me back. But what's up, fam? Welcome to our recap of episode 3 of WandaVision. This episode was titled Now in Color. My name is Imani. You can't see me like John Cena, but you know, I'm still out there. We got JBM and P Rich. They're going to hold it down because I don't know what's going on.
We'll hold the fort down till you get back.
Yeah. So what's up, everybody, man? We'll get right into this WandaVision review of episode 3.
Yeah.
Go ahead and post your thoughts in the comments on what you thought. P Rich, what's going on, man?
Dude, I mean, so many emotions with this whole WandaVision. I'm like kind of conflicted with the whole series so far. And I had a buddy. I was talking to a buddy on set the other day where we were talking about WandaVision and everything they're doing, and I was just like, I feel like because of the MCU and how they market it towards children, sometimes they do. I mean, like, I can go take if I ever had a kid, I can go take my 5-year-old son or 10-year-old daughter or whatever to go see Iron Man. And they'll be able to understand what's going on, the gist of what's going on, You go see these movies. But this WandaVision is just like,
it's different.
It's different. Right. And I'm like, for me, I know what's going on. I understand what, Bewitched is. I understand I Love Lucy. I understand the Brady Bunch. I've seen all those shows. But for my 5-year-old kid or 10-year-old daughter or these teenagers or young adults who haven't seen that, then it's kind of throwing everybody off, I feel like. And they're not moving and they're moving pretty slow. I mean, like, it's only 9 episodes. Yeah. And, we got, and it's just like, you're not giving us anything in these episodes. You're giving us like breadcrumbs right now. There's just breadcrumbs. Yeah. I mean, we got a lot more in this episode, but I mean,
we definitely did. I think for episode 3, it starts to, now we're getting the revving up now. Like, if you had questions and you're unfamiliar with the story or the character or the comics, then at least to the end of episode 3, now you're getting an idea of what's going on.
Yeah, I feel
false reality.
Yeah, I really feel I'm more excited for the Falcon show, Falcon and the Soldier, Winter Soldier show, just because I mean, like, I understand what they're trying to do here, but it's like, guys, come on, like, you know what I mean? I mean, like, I just like, it's 30-minute, these 30-minute episodes again. Like, it kills me. It's just like,
it's supposed to be 4.5 hours more of content split between these last 6 episodes. So we'll see. Like, maybe we'll get 40-minute episodes for the last.
Let's hope so, because when you bring it in, when you're just giving me 30 minutes, it's not, you can't do much in 30 minutes. You already see, like, I mean,
it's less than 30 minutes though, because the end credits start with 7 minutes remaining, so you're getting about 21 minutes of content.
Yeah, and it's just like, and I mean, these episodes are, and like I said, the first and second episode were kind of like meh. I mean, like you said, it's Easter eggs. You got Easter eggs in there, but it's like, other than that, you're just like, so.
Yeah, like, at this point, it's like, I'm gonna take the show for what it is, and just hope that the episodes get better. Like, 3 is better than the first 2.
Yeah, I'm I'm thinking it's going to be this whole big payoff thing. It's going to be that whole
it's
like I said, like
a slow grind.
Yeah, slow grind. Yeah, like just like Watchmen. You watch Watchmen and you're just like, what's going on? Like you're just asking all these questions, and then you get to that last couple episodes, and you're like, and then you go back and it puts everything in perspective. All those episodes, all the first episodes of all the like, oh, that's who that is. Oh, this is who that. You know what I mean? Well, this is why they're acting this way. Yeah. And so as soon as we get all that information, we'll appreciate. I bet we'll appreciate the first and these first few episodes. We'll be like, oh, and then go back and be like, yeah, like that's cool. Yeah.
I don't know. The first 2 episodes, whatever happens, I'm still gonna be like, that did not need to be the way it was. But
yeah.
So do you remember how episode 3 opened? They took the whole Brady Bunch theme. And I had to go online and look at everything that was like in between the lines for the show, all the hidden Easter eggs.
Yeah.
And they used hexagons in the opening where Brady Bunch would use squares. And apparently the hexagon is a symbol of AIM, which is like a breakaway group from Hydra.
Yeah. AIM was the guy. AIM was in the Iron Man 3, was created in Iron Man 3. But the leader, obviously he took it, the extremist, freaking virus thing that made him explode, and that whole
I never saw Iron Man 3. So
yeah. So AIM was created in that, like, Tony Stark, showed, I was kind of tying up Tony Stark's, like, all his bad demons of him like screwing over people, and the creative AIM was the last person he had kind of screwed over. And so that was kind of his like redemption.
Is that like another Mysterio story?
Yeah. So that, Mysterio's another added thing of Tony Stark, is like back when he was being like a kind of an asshole. Well, no. Well, I mean, like, even I'm like, he's not even like really an asshole to Mysterio. Mysterio just took it that way. You know what I mean? He was just like he like he created this thing, and Tony Stark used it for something else. But I mean, that's just, fool getting this. He was literally an asshole to the guy, the AIM creator. You know what I mean? He was, he put him on top of he's like, I'll meet you on top of the roof, and, blah, 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 blah. And then, left him up there, and,
So this guy just created AIM. And now
it's on. Yeah. Go back and watch Iron Man 3. Just watch Iron Man 3. So you can know what AIM is, or in the MCU know who AIM is and what they what they were doing. But yeah.
In this opening scene, though, I noticed that Vision is kind of buddy with two of the neighbors. The guy that was doing the hedges and cutting into the wall, and the guy that was reading that newspaper. I feel like Vision, I just got a spitball theory. Vision is somebody associated with one of those groups, and he's staying close by with Wanda to either manipulate her or to try to get through to her. I don't know if he's like with Hydra or with Sword or what.
That's what I'm trying to understand the whole thing with Vision. Also, I don't know if
her conscience.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm either thinking that that's a projection of Vision, or she took, because you see her manipulating things already. So my thought is that she's either took somebody, know what I mean?
His body, his actual body.
No, took somebody as hostage or something, and like forced Vision's, whatever her version of Vision onto this person, and he's just like kind of walking through this, as Vision. Because I mean, obviously Vision died, you know what I mean? Vision, there is no Vision right now. Vision is dead. So
Vision did something interesting too. You know how this whole time they've been trying to conceal their powers. When Wanda's pregnant and her water breaks, he goes and gets the doctor. And this is jumping through up toward like the last act of the show. But he's getting the doctor, and he uses his powers to speed run the doctor back to the house.
So
I'm like, oh, that's out of character. Really, the whole show he was out of character. He was when he heard the news of the baby, he was acting really concerned, asking questions. What's up, Second Street Marble? What's going on, fam? Yeah. Coop is away on some personal matters. Shout out to the Seabreeze family. Shout out to Virginia. Much love to y'all. And Amani, she's coming on, but she's having technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Something's going on with the camera. Wanda's at work.
Wanda's
at work. But yeah, and so Vision, I'm like, man, Vision, something is off with Vision. And my theory right now, it could change next week, but he's somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think he might be somebody that we don't know. We probably won't expect. You know, you could see he was starting to break the character, and then as soon as he started to break out of it, she rewinded, like, you know, did that her little rewrite thing.
Yeah. When the music went daunting, he leaned in close, and he said, "Wanda, something's up. Not right here."
Yeah.
She said, "Nah, bro, everything's cool." Cool back.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so I think we're gonna I think what's gonna happen is, like, it's gonna have, like, there's gonna be an episode where we see what happens before the event, probably, and then you know, the after, because there has to be some type of explanation on why this community, because this is the first time we also got a glimpse of outside what's going on. So, and it looks like a community she was either in this community or she was in the middle of nowhere and spawned this whole entire thing, this whole setup.
Yeah. So either way, they've got like a perimeter set up. Yeah,
perimeter, kind of like similar to what we saw in Thor 1, where when the hammer fell, and then they built that kind of shield base around the hammer. So
yeah. And what's the name of the neighborhood? Western Valley?
Yeah, I think it's like Western Valley or something. Yeah.
Is that like a nod at WandaVision with the WV?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So let's see what happened next. So after the doctor visits and he, checks out the baby, and we see him and Vision and Wanda interact, he goes out to the neighbor. Yo, Heem, what's up? Captain's log, what's up? The wall, yeah. So he goes out to the neighbor, and the neighbor is cutting the wall,
drilling into it.
And I don't know what that's all about. It seems like he doesn't have control over what he's doing.
Yeah, and I think that's what. And I think there, like I said, this is my thought is that whoever was in the vicinity of this, whatever the incident happened, are under some type of control. They are conscious and can have some free will, but I think they're programmed to do like kind of like a Truman Show. You know how Truman Show, where he goes around and he does it again. He goes around, he goes around, and it's like the kind of that Truman Show thing going on, where it's like, people are in these, they have their roles, and they're supposed to follow these roles every single day, type of thing. So, and I think that was him kind of almost coming out of that trance, and he started cutting into it, and he's like, I know, you know what I mean? So
I think that's some type of trance too, because in the beginning, I saw something online mention this, their use of the hex symbol, the hexagon. And so that's like a heavy play in this show, because it's almost like everybody's got a hex put on them. So that makes sense that he would be in like a trance like state, not in full control.
So I think, and so I think the only people Coop. Yeah.
Does the address of the house have any significance? 2800.
Well, people were saying that was like the Earth and the reality that has something to do with, like, the reality comic book kind of lore type stuff.
It's like the latitude, longitude, locational radius. 2800. Yeah, so that like a comic book issue or what? What were they saying?
I think that's what it was. I think that's what they were saying. Something about like either the comic book number or just So after that scene with the neighbors, and not to mention like the yards were like cardboard walls, which was
different from the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what's going on there.
They went more kind of setty too with the next episode too, because the first 2 episodes were kind of like live neighborhoods almost, and then this one you go out to the front yard, it was like almost like you were on a set. You know, when you
like
look over,
they got it more contained, maybe.
Yeah, contained it a little bit more. Yeah, like they went in a little bit tighter with it.
Well, maybe they were preparing for the pregnancy.
Hey y'all, I'm still trying. I don't know why you can't see me. I can see me, but y'all can't see me. So, it's, you know what? Wanda, her brain is just doing so much.
I'm telling you, man.
She's left Earth 616. She's on whichever number Earth we on right now, and she is really messing everything up. I'm trying, though. What are we talking about?
It's cool. So we just walked back into the house when they're fixing the nursery. So we talked about the opening scene and the hexagons and the hexes. We talked about the neighbors. We touched on a couple theories. Amani, what's your theory so far for episode 3? What's going on?
I have a bunch of theories.
Oh man.
One,
get it together.
Did we talk about the neighbor and his nosiness yet?
Yeah, we touched on the neighbor and how he was in a trance.
So
yeah.
I think he was in a trance because he wasn't paying attention. He was trying to hear what they had going on. But also I'm stuck with what him trying to drill through the fence means. Is it that he's on the outside of the compound of the dome trying to get in? I'm telling you, Second Street, really trying to get rid of me. I don't know what's going on.
Oh man.
Or I don't know if he's on the inside of the dome, but trying to gain access to get to Wanda. Like, yes, she's in the compound, but we don't know specifically where she is there. And also we see it later on the show that Agnes is on one side of the wall while the neighbor stayed on the opposite side of the wall. I think that's important. I'm just struggling with what that means. But from what I've recognized, everything on this show means something. So it is significant that he was stuck on the outside of the wall. He was trying to drill through it and he couldn't. And that Agnes was on the inside of the wall.
Yeah.
Do you think
they were talking together,
right? Agnes and the neighbor?
Well, I mean, we already know Agnes is a witch, so there's a difference in that. But as far as I don't think Agnes is a part of Hydra. I think she might just be someone I think when she's referring to her husband Ralph, maybe she's referring to Mephisto, because she did say in the scene where she was speaking to the neighbor that he looks better in the dark anyway. He's the devil, dark. That seems like it goes hand in hand to me. So she might be there representing him. As far as the neighbor, I don't know if he's working for Hydra or if he's a patient or whatever. But I think they might have a similar agenda, but they are definitely separate.
I can dig that. Yeah,
the brother got to be Hydra. Racist.
I was telling P-Rich. I think the 2 neighbors are working with Vision some kind of way because they were in the opening scene, buddied up together. Just before he walked out the store with that pregnancy book, and that pregnancy book looked kind of dark too. It was like ominous almost.
Which 2 neighbors, the husband with the long hair, the long black hair, whose wife asked if the earrings made her look fat.
Yeah, that moment made me laugh out loud.
Well, we know he's Hydra, so if he's working with the black neighbor, then the black neighbor got to be Hydra too. Unfortunately,
yeah.
I think it might be AIM because Hydra is like, I don't know. I didn't see no black Hydra people, man. So I think it might be AIM. AIM might be our main person. I feel like because I don't think AIM got its time to shine
entirely. Everyday Geeks.
There's so much going on in this show. Yeah. I feel like I have to watch it 45 times.
Catch though.
I definitely missed that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Vision is somebody, and he's working close with Wanda. I don't know if he's for her or against her, but
yeah,
that's my working theory. So yeah, when we go back into the house and they're building the nursery, That's when they try to come up with the name for the boy, and they're building the crib, and the baby kicks, and then we see the butterflies start to fly off. So there's a talking theory out there. Was that Wanda who did that, or was that the baby with Wanda's powers? What do y'all think?
Well, I mean, like, we don't know. I mean, Wanda is pretty much a walking Infinity Stone at this point. You know what I mean? And so her powers she could be like, just like how, you know, how Anakin was born into the Force. Like, you know what I mean? She could just bring baby. She could probably manifest beings in her, you know. And so who knows? Like, if and that's the thing. This show is gonna be bonkers because we don't know. Are these living, you know, or is this like just things that will just vanish as soon as everything's over with?
That begs the question, like, what's real and what's not, what's manifested and what's manipulated to physically be there. Yeah,
exactly. It's like, and so that's the biggest thing is like, I don't know.
Now, what is this?
It's hard.
Amani P. Rich, do you know what?
Isn't Sam Hain another nickname for the devil?
Oh, Lord.
That man got mad nicknames. He be out here.
Oh, right. The man of many names. So medallion she wears. So she's a witch of the devil? She's a devil's witch? She's a devil's egg. She's a devil's egg.
And also, I don't know, like, are they following closely, do you think, to the comic books? Are they switching up her character a little bit to kind of fit their universe?
They're definitely pulling from the stories in the comics because they have
Sam Hain is
reality.
Sam Hain is a spirit of a deceased person named Thorn who was captured by Scarlet Witch and brought into a supernatural dimension.
Oh, shoot.
I think. I don't really know.
Okay. Well, something.
Need more info on that Second Street.
Yeah. Yeah, but it definitely has a purpose, that medallion.
Okay. Maybe that medallion she wears is what keeps her from like really falling under Wanda's spell, and she's like kind of, because she seems like she's the one who's like kind of more freely open, you know what I mean? And she's the one trying to keep up appearances and, like, you know what I mean? Like, keep on the illusion. No, don't.
So maybe that medallion has like a hex spell on it that protects her from Wanda's power.
Yeah.
She can freely move through her alternate world.
Yeah.
Untouched, unfeathered, tethered. Oh, man.
I don't want to jump forward, but I have not so much a theory, but like an idea. But it's towards the end of the episode.
What happened?
What is it? What's in your mind?
Just the fact that Monica, aka what's her? I don't even know this woman's character name because I've been calling her Monica.
Geraldine or whatever.
Geraldine, yes.
Monica.
When she was thrown out of the dome, she still had on her 70s clothes and her 70s makeup and her fro. Now, some people have been saying, oh, you know, maybe she's able to move in and out, and they've been dressing her like whatever time that Wanda has created and then sending her in. But I think Wanda is manipulating how people are looking and bringing it into reality. So I think Wanda is the reason why Geraldine had on that fro and that makeup and those clothes, and not necessarily that Geraldine put those clothes on for an act. The only thing that kind of messes with that is the fact that her medallion stayed on her neck, the sword pendant. That's the only part of that theory that's messing that up, because why would Wanda place something on her that she didn't recognize?
I think she infiltrated because when they had when Agnes and the neighbor were having that quiet convo by the wall, Agnes was telling the neighbor that like they were telling Vision that she doesn't have a home. So I was like, does that mean she doesn't have a place here? And if she doesn't have a place here, then she doesn't belong here. And if that's the case, then she would have had to like sneak in or something.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that because she definitely is misplaced, but I also question Agnes's motivation for saying that to Vision, especially when it seems like Vision is the only person who can really get to Wanda to really like get her to listen to him. So, you know, because she's a witch and because I think she's working with Mephisto, there's no way for me to trust anything that Wanda says. Unfortunately, Vision and Wanda don't know that. Excuse me, I meant to say anything that Agnes says. Of course, Vision and Wanda think that Agnes is a good person and a great neighbor, so they're listening to her. But I definitely don't trust her.
Yeah, she's got some hidden agendas going on. So what was this power surge in the kitchen that happened?
Contractions.
Contractions. Oh, that makes sense.
Anytime.
Yo, did you peep when she had that contraction and it changed her coat to a mink coat? That moment made me laugh out loud too. I was like, damn, that's pretty funny. Wanda is locked up.
Actually,
so now that we're talking about spirits and like, you know, people being dead, do you think that she's being manipulated to have these kids that is kind of we're pulling like a kind of a what would you say, like you know how Ultron he was trying to build his body to like, you know, he built Vision to be placed into that body. Maybe that's kind of what's going on here. She got forced impregnated, and then these two kids are going to be somehow like vessels for whatever enemy we have. Yeah,
Mephisto is after souls, from what I've read. So so it's definitely. They're using the babies some kind of way. I don't know how close to the comics they're going to do it, but maybe the babies are like a vessel for Mephisto to do his thing.
So I've read a few things about Mephisto, but from what I gather is he needs Tommy and Billy to come into our dimension. Like, I don't know if he's in another dimension. I don't know if he's specifically in hell, but he is not in the land of the living right now, and he needs them to get here. It might be, you know, he needs powerful children. These are the children of Scarlet Witch, so they are going to have power. So maybe he needs mutant children in order to come forth, something. But he's definitely manipulating her into having twins so that he can use them for some reason.
Yeah. Now, like I said, I know Coop
are these babies real or are they fake? What's
that's the thing. I don't know.
That's my issue, and that's why I'm struggling with my theory about what's real within the dome and whether or not things don't become real until they leave the dome. Because let's just say my idea of her being stuck within there, but there are people who are also in the dome who just can't get to her, like the neighbor trying to break in. Let's just say she's stuck in a room and she's on lockdown, and there are people trying to get in this room with her. Like, are these babies just chilling on the floor? Like, who's taking care of them?
Tommy and Chucky running around.
Or do they not really exist within the dome, like in physical reality? Maybe they're just mental, but once they leave the dome is when they become real. That's what I'm struggling with right now. Like, can someone actually walk in there and touch what's in there? Or is it just all some big mystical, magic-y mumbo jumbo, and it's not real until it actually leaves that space?
Yeah, I mean, those are good points, and anything is possible. All we know is there's some funny business going on. We got some magic. We got Mephisto all over this episode.
Yeah,
he was like Mephisto. How many references to Mephisto was it? We had the red smoke from the pelican, or whatever bird you call that, the baby bird,
the stork, or
the stork.
Y'all took that as Mephisto?
Yeah, with the red smoke.
I took that as a 1970s version of what Wanda's powers would look like.
Oh, that's cool.
Because, like, her magic is more. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing right now. I was moving my hands. Her magic looks more like, I don't know, wispy and flowy and stuff. But in the 1970s, it wouldn't necessarily look that way. So I took that as like the time period appropriate look to how her magic would manifest on screen.
See, the reason I thought it was Mephisto, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, was because she didn't have full control over that bird. It was just popping up on its own.
I think the bird was definitely trying to single out Monica.
Monica. And that's Monica was the unexpected piece in all this. She was not supposed to be in there.
So the captain's log says, I think it's real to anyone in her field. So so everyone that's there, it's real, but it's not real until it leaves. Like, that's where I'm struggling with how that's going to work. I do think that towards the end, Wanda is going to continue to have a mental breakdown to the point where she explodes, and the reality that she has created within this dome will break out of it, thus giving us the multiverse of madness.
Yeah, it might be some type of dimensional transfer of power going on, because they did manifest these babies. They were like subliminally referencing children in episode 2, right?
It started in episode 1 with the boss's wife. She said, where did you come from? When did you get married? Or why don't you have children yet? I think that was the first reference to children that I can recall. And then from there, episode 2 was child heavy, and there were no children on screen at all.
Yeah, so maybe they like subliminal.
Wasn't that the episode wasn't that the episode where the beds went together too? Like they slid together? Yeah.
At the beginning of episode 2, the beds came together.
Yeah.
Body knocking the boots.
I'm sorry. Unrelated, these people were wild for having married adults sleep in 2 separate beds on TV. Like, that didn't even make sense.
The culture, the culture's come a long way.
Yeah.
Long way. We went from that to episode 5 of Lovecraft Country.
Jeez. Not you remembering which episode.
Oh, I remember that. Episode 5, the sex episode.
Was the Wizard Strokes episode?
Huh?
Was that the Wizard Strokes episode?
Oh, that was the Wizard Strokes episode. Indeed, it was. Everybody was getting strokes.
I'm screwed. And then they followed that up with the Korea episode.
Oh man, the back to back though. Man, back to back.
I'm screaming.
I know you guys don't like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I think, hey, they had Ghost Rider in that series. So I think, was it Manifesto? He's been all over the place.
Yeah. How many, like, where else did he pop up?
Well, I think, because I mean, like, I think he's the one who gave Ghost Rider his powers, right? He's like, isn't he like a soldier?
Are we talking about outside of the
yeah, like, I mean, I don't know that's what I'm saying. I don't know, like, people keep saying Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not canon. I don't know if it is. I don't know if it's another dimension. I don't know what's going on with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but Ghost Rider was in that show. So that's your first.
I would say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. might be more important than we think. Because I didn't watch it, but today I was doing research on this episode, and the commercial for this episode was a soap that was by Hydra. And in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there was soap that was created by Hydra that could control your mind. If you use the soap regularly, Hydra could control you. And of course, this entire show is about mind control. So I think it's a direct Easter egg relating back to that product from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I'm kind of feeling like, am I doing my disservice by not watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Like, could I understand more about this show if I watched it?
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe,
I think
there's some dots there that could be connected.
Well, and that's the thing. That there's a lot of stuff in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, like, there's some filler episodes, obviously, but there's some good I mean, once they went into space, it kind of went like, okay, guys, like, but all their stuff with Ghost Rider, everything before that, all their cleanup of Hydra, all that stuff was good. That was good. That was good stuff.
I never watched S.H.I.E.L.D., so
and they would talk about the shows. They would talk about the stuff that the Avengers did. Like, after everything, they would just be like, they would talk about, the attack on New York. They like half the episodes with them going around trying to find that, find all that weapons that people were going around, kind of using the Chitauri weaponry stuff. And then what happened with Ultron? The same thing with Ultron. Like, they were dealing with all the fallout. And so I don't know. I think
Heem is lost. You just lost.
Heem, I definitely think you're lost, but I don't blame you because they did not make this easy. Like, they are not just making it so that you could understand and pick up every little thing. I think they want me to be on YouTube and Google at 5 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out what's going on. Like,
they want to create that internet chatter, man.
They want to stress me out.
Yeah, they did it. They did it for the culture.
They did it for the. I would love this. If that would be some crazy stuff. If they brought back Ghost Rider, if what's the name if he was a villain in this series, and it's just like, I want you to go get Wanda's soul for me. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I love Ghost Rider. That's I mean.
But speaking of that Hydra soap, just to tail off of that for a second, in that commercial with Hydra soap, they had that quote in there. It said, "Escape to a world all your own, where your problems float away."
Well, where did the doctor say he was going?
What does all this mean? The doctor said he was going to Bermuda.
Isn't that Bermuda, a place where
it's the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah,
the triangle.
I didn't even think about that.
Is linked to,
but in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Carlson, they kept Agent Carlson. They kept is that his name, Carlson? Carlson.
Yeah.
He kept going. Yeah, he kept going to like he was like the reason how they brought him back from the dead after Loki stabbed him.
He came back from the dead.
Well, yeah, they brought him back and they brought him back through this like they basically put him in like some type of mental state thing where they put him and they kept saying, "Oh, Tahiti." Never mind, Tahiti. That was his thing. Never mind,
Tahiti.
Yeah, that his whole thing was Tahiti. He kept trying to remember, and he kept seeing a beach. He kept seeing all this flashes, and he was just like, "Yeah, Tahiti." See, Captain's all, "Yeah, Tahiti." Okay. Yeah. I thought it was Bermuda. I was like, "Oh, that's another Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D."
Yeah, I saw one theory online about that reference to Bermuda. They brought up Bermuda Triangle. I wish I knew that YouTube account so I could shout them out. If I wish I remembered it. But the guy was making points that the reference of Bermuda might have been a nod to Mephisto again because of the Bermuda Triangle connection and how the Bermuda Triangle is like this mystic thing on Earth, and it's associated with like death and all that. So, maybe, possibly, perhaps. See, I think again. What is going on?
She's trying to get that camera on.
Yeah, man, we need that camera, man.
I think there's, like you said, it's too early to say anything. We're 3 episodes in.
Yeah, shout out to our sponsor, by the way. Couldn't do it without you.
Guinness. Send this man a case, Guinness. Go ahead.
Yeah, buddy.
But yeah, it's too early to tell, man. There's so much going on. We have the multiverse, like, and everything's getting thrown out though. And that's what's kind of scaring me with this whole. I mean, in terms of like the real world type stuff of our stuff, like in terms of like Sony's pushing back Morbius, they're pushing back all these movies, and what Doctor Strange was supposed to come out later this year, and that got pushed back. You know what I mean?
That is funny.
And so I don't know. It's just a lot of. I'm thinking like, I thought they had like a timeline of like, all right, we're gonna get this, we're gonna show this, you know what I mean, and then it's just gonna build into it. Mm-hmm. But now with the recent just pushbacks of like that it seems like Spider-Man is still coming out in December, but now
push that back.
Yeah, but Spider-Man's Doctor Strange is pushed back all the way until I think March of next year. So it's like, I don't know, like is this information going to be even fresh in our mind by that time? You know what I mean? We'll probably have to do a whole nother rewatch of the whole refresh. Refresh it before we go out and watch it.
By the end of this series, I don't think there'll be too many things that will take away from it. Like, I feel like we have a good idea of what's possible. It's just the fact of them revealing what they have in the story. There's no.
Yeah. Well, Kevin, he said that that everything was going to be connected, pretty much. He said before Doctor Strange and even
that's
after.
The best thing about all this too is the continuity in these stories. But
so I'm just excited to see, like, are we going to get some? Because he said we're going to get some multiverse stuff in, like, before Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
And so
Spider-Man, so that would have to be Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, like, I'm thinking, is that the only? Is he just talking about movies, or is he talking about shows? I mean, obviously, we might get it in Loki for sure, because Loki has the Tesseract at this point, and he's doing whatever. But I mean, like, are we going to get it in Falcon and the Winter Soldier type thing? Are we going to get are we going to get some multiverse stuff in there?
I feel like I wouldn't want to see it in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I feel like that story, it'd be nice to let the multiverse breathe a bit. Let's just stay in one place for this story.
Because I mean, they're releasing these shows, and I mean, like, in whatever order. There's a point to why they're releasing these shows. So I mean, is there going to be something like at the end of WandaVision? Is it going to be something that leads us into Falcon? And it went like he comes and picks up Wanda or something. He's like, I'll take her with me, and flies. You know what I mean? Is that what's going to happen or something like that? And then you get all this other stuff, and then Falcon leads us into Loki, and then Loki's like, whatever, going on with that. Because I don't know. It's just, I mean, people said that Black Widow was supposed to tie into, the Falcon show. But I mean, the Falcon show's coming out before Black Widow movies coming out. So I mean, I mean, like,
COVID,
I know
COVID it's changed things forever. Captain's Log, that's a good question. Captain's Log. I was ready for that 2 episodes ago. I'm just like, come on with this slowpoke, man. Like, episode 1, the way it should have ended was what's her name? Bernadine getting thrown out into the real world. Ended there. And then episode 2, boom, let's get the chopping.
Yeah.
No hands. Yeah, we probably won't get to see hands get thrown to the last.
I think I feel like since
8, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, since we ended episode 4 on the outside.
3.
Oh, sorry, episode 3 on the outside. I think we're gonna start episode 4 on the outside. And we're gonna see, maybe
they're
what's going on.
They're on a 3-act story. So the first 3 episodes, this was the first act. Yeah. And us seeing that real world was our introduction into what they would call in storytelling that new journey type of space. So we're definitely into the second act now, and we'll start seeing things change drastically, I would think.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to see some energy blasts.
Yeah, I'm also curious if
tuna salad. It's just everywhere. I'm like, damn.
I'm also interested in seeing
tuna salad for you.
It is still tuna salad covered in mayonnaise. First 2 episodes was potato salad with raisins and apple slices.
And white bread.
Yeah, and 3rd episode, tuna salad. Bearable, but still not your first pick. 4th episode might be
chicken salad.
Tuna milk. Tuna milk.
Well, I like chicken salad though. Chicken salad is good.
Chicken salad, I'm saving that for episode 5.
I do think we'll see some energy blast. I came in, I missed what y'all were saying, but the Captain's Log, I do think we might see some, because I think we're gonna get to see Monica Rambeau thrown out of the dome.
See her get thrown out of the dome again?
Like, we saw her when she was when she was already left. And remember, they didn't show how she left. All we saw was Wanda saying that she left. I think Wanda energy blasted her behind up out of there.
Oh, yeah, she did. She gave her that stiff arm.
Yeah, she did.
Stiff arm.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see Nick Fury in this.
Stiff arm.
I don't know if I want to see Nick Fury in this.
I mean, he's in charge of Sword. I mean, like he's the one. That's what I mean.
That's Fury. He
started Sword.
Maestro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing him like on the outside of the dome, I definitely don't want to see him in Wanda's reality. He's already
100%.
Yeah, 100% with that. Yeah.
And with what happened at the end of Spider-Man: Far From Home, like Nick Fury
Auntie, what up?
More stuff. Mrs. Cooper was good.
Hey.
Much love to the Virginia fam. Sending our positive vibes to y'all, man. Yes,
Heem is scaring me with his comment. P. Rich, I'm gonna say a little prayer for you. I don't think anybody's.
I know, right? Heem online creeping. What he doing?
Creeping. Nobody's behind, man.
You're in Arizona, right, P. Rich?
Yeah, I'm in Arizona.
What's the temperature out there?
The last couple of days it's been like 75.
That's
been hot.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, if y'all never been to Arizona, that is a different type of heat. Like that heat, it's dry heat. It burns as soon as you step outside type of heat.
It's like you've been sleeping on leather all day.
Yeah, it's like when you get in the car and you touch the seat buckle.
Yeah,
it burns you. Yeah, that's that type.
You ever been to Louisiana?
Yeah.
All right, which heat is worse? Because that's that wet swamp, sticky cut.
I would rather be in Arizona than I would rather be in because I mean, when you're back east, I mean, you just feel like you can feel like after you go outside for a little bit, you want to take a shower once you're done. Like
yeah.
It's like
all that moisture, that hot moisture,
hits
the pores, opens up the stank. But yeah, man. So
yeah,
I think the cutaway we saw at the end of episode 2 that was like showing the previews for episode 3 when Bernadine was getting pushed through the bubble.
Yeah.
I think to Monty's point, we'll see that in episode 4 probably.
What's her name again? Because I keep messing it up too.
Her real name or
her Wanda name?
Bernadine.
No, that ain't it.
I thought it was Gerald.
Geraldine. That's why I asked, because I was like, we keep messing it up.
That is hilarious.
Gerald. Yeah.
Geraldine.
I'm not gonna forget that. Bernadine was funny though.
Bernadine. So, do we have any other theories lurking around? Because we're pretty much at the end of the episode. After she has the baby, they give the names, Tommy and Billy, all American names. And then we see the neighbors outside talking, but
it's being scandalous. Yeah.
It was cool to see.
I did think it was strange that we didn't see as much neighborhood in this episode.
Right?
Did we already talk about the walls?
Yeah, we talked about that, and we mentioned that I was thinking maybe they contained the area in preparation for the pregnancy because they were trying to contain what possible damage could take place. Because we saw her bring down rain, we saw her cause the power surge. So maybe there was some type of precaution.
The house was going haywire.
That would support my theory about the neighbor being within the dome, but still trying to get to Wanda, and he can't.
Oh, because it was like a perimeter, like go beyond this thing and you risking your life situation.
Right, but he was still trying to get in and couldn't. Meanwhile, Agnes is on the inside of the wall, just chilling, one leg over the other.
Yeah. Like that. Hey man, we take a poll. Which y'all like better, Bernadine or Geraldine?
I almost called her Guinevere today. I knew it was wrong. That's why I kept calling her Mom.
Oh, low key, I like Bernadine. Bernadine just sound better.
I checked, and Geraldine doesn't mean anything as far as Marvel goes. So I was bummed. I was like, okay, we named her this for a reason.
Good thought though.
Geraldine is probably someone on the back end, like somebody's mom or something. I'm gonna write this after my.
Hold up, Gerald was the name from Hey Arnold. Football head.
Okay.
Sports.
Football's
made of pig skin. Bird in the room of the nursery. Mephisto.
Oh,
connections.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, that was on the fly.
We out here. Look at that. Where else could you get this content?
I got it from our sponsor, Guinness. Hit me up.
You know what's crazy? The one day my camera doesn't work, I actually got my case in the mail, but y'all can't see it. Shame.
There's a person out here saying that Vision is Mephisto.
Yeah, I was saying that in the Gumbo chat in our Discord channel. I was thinking Mephisto is Vision somehow.
He does have the red face.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, because he's close to Wanda at all times.
Yeah.
And what made me think Vision had to be somebody was that he broke character. He like sprinted the doctor to the house. And he was so concerned about those babies. It's just like, who is this person?
The only thing that makes me want to argue with that is that he was genuinely concerned about Wanda's mental state. Like he was like, yo, this isn't right. Something is not right. And Wanda hit the reverse and just straight ignored what he said and rewrote some words. But I felt like he wasn't saying that to, like, if it was Mephisto, he would continue on with the lie. So, but the only thing I can think of is, you know, she is messing with reality. Maybe Vision.
She could be powerful. That's what I'm saying. She's an Infinity Stone, so he could be like, this could be out of his element. I mean, like Doctor Doom. I mean, not sorry, Doctor Doom, but Doctor Strange had that. You mean, you know, you see that the Time Stone, all the Infinity Stones play a part in everything, and everybody wants their hands on these stones. And so for her, I mean, she's pretty much a living being of one of these, and so maybe that's it. Maybe that's the thing where, you know, maybe she's just too powerful for people. You know what I mean? And
maybe if it is him or somebody, they're just, you know, trying to play into her vulnerability.
What if Vision and Mephisto are fighting for control the way that Ultron and Jarvis were fighting for control in Age of Ultron?
That would be interesting.
Just a little fizzle.
Maybe like the consciousness of Vision through Wanda's power.
I mean, well, like we said, she's so powerful that she might have the power to bring Vision back. If she throws him out the dome, he's in reality. He's here. And I think it was the captain's log or someone said that what's happening in the dome is real to those who are in it, but those who are out, of course, aren't experiencing it. So to the people in the dome, they're really seeing, hearing, and touching Vision. The doctor, you know, going too fast to get back to Wanda and feeling, you know, a little dizzy. That was real to him. So,
yeah, that's good points. Good point.
If you're talking to me, I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm really trying. You know, we just out here existing right now.
Yeah, we out here in our spacing out. Yeah, man. But this show, man. So far, we still have so many questions. So
you got 6 episodes left.
6 left, man. They better start bringing some action. Yeah. Man. For real.
I did too, Alice. I made me feel like I was watching, I don't know, some pregnancy videos on YouTube or like skin to skin. I was like, oh
yeah, that's a good point, Alice. I didn't think of that. That was that's cute.
What if he popped up as a Mephisto all of a sudden? That has scared the crap out of us.
His face is turning to Mephisto.
Yeah, I know.
That is funny. Yeah.
Please, come get me out of here.
So y'all noticed that Vision built those swing set in the beginning opening, and it was 2 seats to the swing set. So like he knew it was going to be twins.
Do they make swing?
I pulled that from
wouldn't it have been a baby seats? Those were like, it seemed like he was expecting 1 kid.
Well, he
built swing.
Well, he built the swing set. It had 2 swings and a slide.
Was it a slide?
I've never seen a swing set with
slide.
one swing. That would be mad depressing. Like, you're only child and your parents make you one swing. They'd be like, yeah, because you ain't gonna have no friends.
No, there was like 2 swings, and then there was like this other weird like baby seat looking swing to the left of it.
Bring it up right now.
Oh, so maybe it was the one for the baby and then one for Vision and Wanda to swing next to the baby?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was for.
Huh. Maybe. Let's see what we have here. Swing sets are dangerous. I almost died as a kid on the swing set.
I used to remember we used to swing super high and then jump off like watch yourself.
I made a mistake one time of climbing on the top of the swing set where the actual pole beam is while people were swinging, and the chain link, the force of the chain link caught my leg and arm and threw me off. Jeez. So I fell about 10 feet.
So the swing threw you off.
Yeah, but I rolled. I hit the ground and rolled.
Got you.
So what's the verdict? You see it?
I'm trying to play it without okay. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, they're swinging in the set. Look at this, man.
Oh my God.
It looks like it's just a swing.
It's that seesaw thingy that swing sets have. I'm looking at it right now.
See, like, is it a seesaw?
No, it's that. Hold on, I'm trying to bring it up so that y'all can see. Open imaging new tab. Let me share. Let's see if this works. Can y'all see that?
Oh yeah, that it wasn't a slide. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's it.
Y'all can see this and you can't see me. This is just unfair.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
no, I can see.
Of all times.
I know.
But yeah, so I enjoyed this episode more than I enjoyed the first 2, most definitely.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, 4th episode, I'm interested, just because now we've breached into the new world, so I want to see what they do with it.
Yeah. Because this is the first time we're really going to see Sword kind of in action, full swing. Like we got glimpses, we got. We got glimpses of it in what was that? Spider-Man: Far From Home. Where we right at the end. Sword. Sword, where Fury's been on vacation. He was up in space the entire time. Yeah.
That was Sword.
Yeah, that was Sword.
That end credit scene. I remember him being up there with the aliens, the Creel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the Crow, or something like that. Yeah. Well, yeah, man. That's in the comments. Any final thoughts? Any final theories before we close it out?
I think that's all I got.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for next week, though.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited for next week.
All right.
I'm excited to see what's going on with this. Finish this show out.
Yeah, man. Let's see if they keep turning the dial up.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like the dial is consistent with the number of episodes. So,
but like I said, I'm excited for the Falcon show.
For Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a constant like insanity. That's just going to be nonstop like action. I feel like.
Hopefully,
it's going to be like having. I mean, like I don't know. I'm Winter Soldier is one of my favorite movies. So. Of the MCU, so I feel like if you give me that in TV form, let's do it.
In Civil War. I just happened to hit pause on this, and it's Vision holding that pregnancy book up. That almost looks like a silhouette of Mephisto.
I mean,
maybe I'm just reading into it. It's on my TV in the background.
I got you.
But yeah, if y'all freeze frame on that in the beginning, Vision holding the pregnancy book. Let us know what you think. Alice has a question. What we're doing tomorrow? Amani, you want to tell the fam what's up for tomorrow? What's on the agenda?
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna be there, but we are gonna have another episode of the Cookout tomorrow at 8 p.m. We have 2 community discussions that we need to talk about. You know what? I'm gonna be here even if you can't see me because I want to talk about these. We had our fan cast for Fantastic Four. If there's anyone that you would like to see on screen playing someone from that famous quartet. And then our second community discussion is having a brain fart. Oh, who from DC would you like to see on screen? It seems like they love the same people over and over again all the time, and it's they need to spread love. They have a whole bunch of other characters who deserve some shine. So who from DC would you like to see on the big screen?
Icon.
We got a backlog.
I've had my pick for the DC since I came up with the question. I was like, oh yeah, I'm hyped to share it with y'all.
Yeah, me too. I got someone too.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear y'all's answers and hear the Gumbo fam's answers.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, man, we definitely appreciate y'all kicking it with us. As always, we had fun talking this Gumbo talk. We'll be back tomorrow, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. Please follow us on all socials at Certified Gumbo, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'll drop the link to the coffee page. Please buy us a cup of coffee. You see, I'm having technical difficulties. All right,
she might need
that'll be in the description of the channel. I'm having some issues. Y'all help us out. We can bring you more wonderful content if you just buy me a cup of coffee. So please, we appreciate y'all. We love
hit that like button, that subscribe button, that share button. Get the word out.
Like, subscribe, tell everybody. You know what I was thinking about? I have 5 different Gmails. And I'm not the only person who has multiple email accounts. Just go ahead and subscribe from all of them,
Yeah.
You want more than one,
fraudulent
subscribe both. That's, listen, that's between, me and don't worry about it. Okay? So if you got multiple emails, just go ahead and subscribe from all of them, please.
Yeah,
I can dig that. Well, yeah, man.
And if any of you guys win the lottery, you go in and donate. Mine she need a new laptop, new webcam.
Listen, so, we're going to go to $1 billion.
I know.
Win $1 billion. Forget a laptop. I'll be your wife. Okay. Let me know. Are you lonely? Call me.
Are you lonely right now? All right. Well, cool. Yeah, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And if you're not here tomorrow, we will be back Friday of next week to cover episode 4. All right. With that, peace, love, and blessings. Out.
Bye, y'all.
Out.